Hey there everyone, it's me and welcome to another video, and today we're going to be going through what's been revealed, well, yesterday now as I'm recording this, at Dovetail Direct. As you can see just behind us, or in the video, this is the trailer for the game which was supplied in the Train Sim community Discord, where most of the screenshots which will come further along also came from. As we can see, the class 390-0. We also have the -1, but we'll get back to that in a bit. So we're going to go through all the routes and all the new pieces of core content and future routes coming as well. It comes out on the 12th with the special and deluxe edition, and the 17th for the free and standard edition. So we've got the West Coast Main Line, which was leaked a few weeks ago. Rumours between where it was ending, so we're ending at Milton Keynes. You get the Class 350-1, the 377-2. You get the Class 66 and the Londonground 76 London Underground Class 72 stop. And also, if you have the Goblin line, which we'll get to in a bundle later, you can use that on the Watford DC line. As you can see, all the stations, it's 50 miles long, and yeah, it's got 28 stops. Obviously, deluxe players can get the brand new and amazing and probably the most hoped train of the new release, which will be the 390, which is in the deluxe and special editions of the game. So here's the screenshots of the 350 and the 377-2. The 350 is brand new, whereas the 377-2 is a converted train from, I believe, the -4, as we're just going through some screenshots of the West Coast Main Line with the 350 and the Class 66 in DB livery here. I'm unsure what station this is, but it looks like Tring, and then this is inside the cab of the 350, looking very well detailed. Assume TMS screen works, which we'll get onto also later with TMS screens and such. There's going to be some more info of that. Another screenshot here of the 377-2 with next to the 350. Looking both great, 350 especially, nice to see. Obviously, we've got layers with the Bakerloo line, as that runs alongside it. The same with the Lioness / Watford DC, so you'll be able to use the 710 and the 72. This is coming out of Wembley Central, going towards Tring. Well, it does say Tring, but I believe it's Wembley Central. It looks like Wembley Central anyway. So yeah, we run to Milton Keynes Central instead of Birmingham, which it's alright, because of course you get the Watford DC line included. As you can see, the 710, 350 and the 377 in this one. So obviously with the deluxe and special edition, you get the Avanti West Coast Pendolino, which has tilting availability. Runs between, of course, London and Milton Keynes, either non-stop, or you can stop at, I believe, 3 or 4 stops in total, including terminus and starting point at Milton Keynes and London Euston. Most notably, the main stop will be Watford Junction, and this is the all these screenshots and the clips is in the Train Sim community Discord or on the website if you want to go through there. And this is some in-game work in progress screenshots of the -0. So obviously we've got the -0, which is a 9 car, and then the -1, which are 11 cars. This is inside the cab. Yeah, again, high detail. I'm assuming that TMS screen will work. Another one at another station. This one's a bit more difficult to notice what station it's at most likely Milton Keynes Central. And then we've got one here with the 390 passing a 350 or go and buy it. And we've got one which is in the snow, which is actually probably my favourite photo out of all the released because it just looks great. Trains in the snow, little snow on the front. But anyway, this is on the coming into London Euston after Harrow and Winston, just after Queen's Park. But anyway, let's get on to the next route, which is Frankfurt to Fulda, Kingsing, Tallenbarn. It's 84 miles or 103 kilometres, or 64 miles and 103 kilometres with 24 stations. We have quite a few trains on this one. We have the 411 Iced Tea, which is Tilton train, the 193 Vectron, which is the deluxe and special edition train, 423, the 146.2 and the 114 with the dos cab and cab car. This is going to be a mix of commuter and intercity routes, which is the same with West Coast Main Line South, which I forgot to say about that. But yep, we got some more screenshots here. This is obviously just artwork, I believe, probably from in-game, and then just edited. And then yeah, we got some in-game screenshots as well. I'm going to leave these on here for a while because this game just looks so good. Obviously, the 193, which is in DB livery, runs passenger and freight services, or just freight. Not 100% sure. Haven't really read up on the German route. I've been really focusing on the UK routes, and this is the Iced Tea, which obviously is the tilting train on the German route, with another train just passing by, just above us in this photo. And obviously all the leaks were true apart from multiplayer with the logos as well. And I believe this is leaving the station. I cannot read German apart from that saying Frankfurt and Main. And this is the 114, which I'm going to assume will probably be a very underrated train because, of course, you've got faster and I wouldn't say it's worst looking train, but it's not the best looking out the German route. And I believe this is in the 193 or the 16, yeah, the 193. Yet again, really well done interior. I can't really speak much on German and US trains when it comes to interiors and how the cab looks. I can really vouch for UK trains, really. So anyway, coming into the deluxe edition train, we've got the Flixtrain BR193 Vectron, which runs intercity services between Frankfurt and Fulda. Also new operator for DTG, and it has new Talbot coaches in Flix train green livery. It's obviously a modern European locomotive, and we've got some screenshots of it here, which it does. Green really makes it pop out, like really, really pop out, and it really does look good. I can't remember. It's obviously it's Simon's. So we've got a few Simon's trains in the release of Train Sim World 4, but we've got the San Bernardino line next, which was supposed to be out for TSW5, but was pushed back, I believe, due to the LIR commuter route. So it's got dense suburban scenery, roads, highways, town blocks, and it's got a unique highway running experience in the middle of the highway. So basically the train service, the train track is in the middle of the highway, left and right. It is Metrolinx EMF in Los Angeles and EMF in San Bernardino are all accessible. It's 57 miles and 92 kilometres long with 16 stations. We get the Metrolink F125 and the Rotom Cars and Cab Car returning. We have a new train, which is the Metrolink MP36 with the Bombardier cars in two different livery variants, which we'll see. some iconic stops here for me, which is Auto Club Speedway, but we do have some screenshots. As you can see, it is a reused train from Train Sim Mod 4 from the Antelope Valley line. From what I've heard, the new train cannot be used on the Antelope Valley line as of yet, but talking about trains and not being able to be used on them, as of current, the Class 350 and the 390 will not layer onto the Cross City line. As of now, I asked Alex from DTG in the Trains and Community Discord. There's no current update on that for the time being. Might come in the future, which I hope. Maybe with a Class 730 loco DLC, which can be used for, obviously, Trains and for the West Coast Main Line and the Cross City Line, as they're phasing out the 350-2s and the 323s, which will be such a sad day when the last 323 is gone. But no, Trains and World, I was about to say 4 then. Trains and World 5, the scenery looks amazing. Obviously, most of these will be from PC on probably ultra high graphics, but if you get the deluxe edition, you do not get a loco for the USA routes. You do get the Canyon Pass or the Cajon Pass, which was in Train Sim World 3, I believe, and you can use the trains on there on the San Bernardino line. So obviously now we're going to be talking about core and additional features, which is Live Map 2.0, conductor mode, route hopping, fast travelling, and also some updates with training centre, photo mode, digital displays, and obviously more suspension improvements. They're going to be on all TSW5 trains, but first let's get on with the live map. Whereas previously you just see a train just as a blob, whereas now if you hover over that train, for example, as you can see here, it says it's a London Euston to Edinburgh service, status if it's moved or stopped, the current speed, and obviously target speed, which is the speed limit, which is something I really wanted for a while, and it really spruces up the just the way how the map looks. It's a lot better and identifying trains better. It shows your next service if you're in your own train. I believe this is looking at the rear end of the train, so if you're going back, and also aspects, so you can see what aspects they are, it says there, and also you've got a little arrow pointing which direction of travel the aspect is basically enforcing. So here it's got a red signal, you cannot move forward, which is actually also another helping hand if you go on the map, just look instead of looking on the top right where the speedo comes and whatever. But anyway, next thing is conductor mode, i.e. being a guard. We've seen this before in a few scenarios in the LIRR commuter and the Glossop line, and it's virtually the same, but obviously you can use it in service mode, i.e. timetable mode, and not just scenario. So it's basically the same, in my opinion, apart from the fact that you can do it in any service, TSW5 and onwards, not previous content from TSW4 and before that I'm aware of them right now. They may update it, which fingers crossed they do. But if they don't, we've got it for the new TSW5 content. This is basically what it shows you. You check your tickets, make sure if they're supposed to be on this train. If they are, good to go. If not, you basically boot them off. So you look at stops you got, the time, the date, not the time, just the date. And you clear the gangways of any like suitcases or whatever, make sure it's safe, and you keep up general operation of the train as well. You open doors, you may hear radio, the buzzer and such go off when you close or open doors, which is also a nice thing. I hope there's more in-depth scenarios coming with the conductor mode. as well, which would be a nice introduction to it for people that haven't done the Glossop line or the LARR commuter, which I haven't personally played. But anyway, this is probably one of the bigger on side of the conductor mode is route hopping. So for example, if you're in London, Euston, for example here, you can swap to Paddington, St Pancras or London Victoria. So obviously for the other routes, also this works with all previous content from TSW 2020 to TSW4 and 5 and beyond, which is such a really good feature. So basically you don't have to go out in the menu and you can just go to a little point each where there's a, for example, London Euston, like the timeless routes. You come up here with the owned routes you have, you can pick to where you want to go, you load into it, and you don't have to go in the main menu, which is great. I did have a list write down, but I was going to originally record this on my PlayStation, and I could read off that. But now, also, another big thing, you've got fast travel. So, if you look on you and your route, and you don't know quite what to do, and you don't want to start a service that you're on, but you see a service that you want to do, that's on the other part of the map, you basically click on the map, or you have the interactive menu come up by pressing L and Y, L1 Y and LTY, L1 triangle, and shift something on keyboard. Or you can go on the map and press it. So obviously all your maps come, your fast travel points, which are stations or depots, come up, and basically you can just teleport there absolutely fine. Now, digital displays or TMS, and basically originally in Trenton Mod 4 you can go up to it, but it's very shaky, whereas now you just press on it to zoom in, and if the train's moving or whatever, it's going to be still, and you can use your controller, your mouse, or you can use the arrow keys on a keyboard for precise input. And hopefully in this case they're going to possibly bring more in-depth TMS screens, which I'd love to just like go through every sub menu and whatever. Like, you have some capability of it, you can't access everything. Also, another thing that you got is if you're in timetable mode or you're in sandbox mode, you can disable and enable layers. So for example, if you're on, let's say we are on, I don't know what route this is, but we're going to say we're on the West Coast Main Line South, and you don't want the 390 on, you have the menu come up, you press it, basically be a circle instead of a tick. The 390 services will not be on, and you'll just have the 350, the 72 stock, the 710, the 377-2, and the Class 66, which also makes a return in DB livery. Hopefully we get some railhead treatment as well. But yeah, this is also quite a good thing as well if you just want to focus on your routes and your services with the same trains. This is also a re-rendering of train track surfaces. So this is before the re-render. You can see there's a bit of detail there. It's not fully like in-depth detail. But it has got a massive overhaul. I wouldn't say massive overhaul, it's had a overhaul. And yeah, this is what it looks like. Now, you can see the different levels of stone, or the different colours. And also you've got different shadowing. It seems a bit more darker. Could just be the light and the way the camera is. But just small things count. Anyway, we got some changes to photo mode, so you can change the day, time, so the day, the time of day, and the weather in Trains in Mod 5, which is nice. And you've also got some more different customization there, a bit more in depth for you. But yeah, here's the. So yeah, you can change the date, the time, weather presets, or you can make your own preset for your own photos as well. So, we have a free version of the game, which will be out between the 17th of September and October. However, the certain things aren't coming, and you get it for free. The standard edition is £40, 45 euro and $50. Obviously, you get a loyalty bonus if you've had previous Train Sim content, so Train Sim Mod 4, 3, and 2, and 2020. Obviously, you get a training centre and all the rounds, which are previously stated. Deluxe edition, you get 5 days early access, so the 12th of September at 4 p.m. BST. You also get the Pendolino, the Flixtrain 193, and the Cajon Pass, which this is probably the best edition to get if you want the 390 and such. £60, not bad. It's about £53.99 on loyalty bonus. And then we got the special edition, which is more tailored for people who Train Sim 2020 or Train Sim 2, and they want to catch up with content, and or if you haven't got these routes. So you get all the special deluxe and standard edition stuff, but you get the Castle to Wolfsburg route, the Suffragette line, Bakerloo line, New York Trenton, and can't quite read that, the Bamhun-Streck, Bramhun, Oldenburg line. And then this is just updates on new stuff coming, new streams, roadmaps, and whatever. And these are basically the main features, apart from the routes. We've also been revealed 6 new routes, which is the MBTA Commuter, Great Western Remaster, the Mannheim to Kaiserslautern route in Germany, Cardiff City Network, Coast Main Line over Preston, and this is basically just describing them. I cannot read this because recording this and seeing this, I cannot not have my phone sideways, I believe. No. Bit annoying, but hey ho. So yeah, this is the Worcester to Framingham route. The Great Western Express remaster is fully remastered with an upgrade route, overhauled stock with GWR and diesel legends, and a brand new timetable with card mode, and something blue. Midland Pullman? Maybe? That's what I'm thinking with the colour of the card that he had in the street. The German route is up in the hills of Banden to Rottenburg. Embark on passenger services from local S-Bahn to ice traffic and enjoy different pace on the rails between the stations of busy hubs and set in the 2010 era. The Wales route is the Welsh Cardiff network route. Enjoy diesel multiple units across a complex British network style route. Our first route in Wales, which is a nice route to see. I'd love to see the North Wales line, and obviously get a Voyager in. Hopefully we do see a Voyager at some point in TSW5 or maybe TSW6, but we're a year away from TSW6. So we have the West Coast Main Line Preston to Carlisle line, which is 90 miles. Sharp Summit and Class 87 was 3 things that Just Trains gave to the DGG senior community manager Alex, who, by the way, that wallet was a Thomas the Tank Engine one. You can tell by the red and the shade of blue it was. And then we've got a new country again, which is the Netherlands. I cannot pronounce the name of the route. You'd see it previously from the cards beforehand. But yeah, it features both express and commuter traffic and drive the iconic ICM Koplemer and the modern S&G Sprinter next generation units. And this is the roadmap. Obviously the core routes coming out in 0 to 3 months, with MBTA commuter coming out in same time frame. We've got a German route as well. I'm not trying to pronounce that. BR Class 140 and Peak Forest expansion, Simtrax Studio with a new German logo, just trains with the Preston Carlisle West Coast Main Line coming out, Cardiff City Network, the Dutch line just past that, the Tadiemi line, a new route by Alan Thompson which hasn't been revealed, the East Coast Main Line Diesel Pack and Santa Fe Gameplay Pack. This is basically just showing what you get in the different editions. So, just to recap, core routes: West Coast Main Line South, London Euston to Milton Keynes Central, San Bernardino line, and the German line. I've already forgot what it was. And then obviously we've got the Flix Trains 193 and the Class 390 in the base release with live maps 2.0, fast travel, route hopping, digital displays. What else am I thinking? But yeah, this is basically just going over again with all the different editions. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this, and yeah, excitement for coming ahead, and hopefully I'll keep you up to date on new news with drone maps and the new streams coming out, which will also have another screenshot of that at the end of this. So I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.